Good evening, everybody. Let me go post our link on the website, jollyrogerukulele.com. We have our member concert on Monday nights. Let me go post it on the website, jollyrogerukulele.com. Posting it in a new location on the page, so we have a few people who are challenged to get in here. They're not used to looking for it where I'm going to post it. So let's see if I can make it clear. Link to join classes are now below in the appropriate section. Okay, so there's that. Put a space. Control V, Shift, highlight, link, enter, edit, settings, open, update, and update. All right, so that should let everybody get headed this direction. Let's make sure the page is working properly. It's running very slowly. Hopefully that will speed up here momentarily. There we go. Let's go view it. And let's see. 25. To close this down and there's that. Don't need that. And then we gotta tweet our thing, right? It doesn't exist if it's not on Twitter. Let's see, more jazz tonight. So tonight, what are we playing tonight? You'll look. Let's go back here. And guys, if you're logging in, I did post copies of Smile and Fly Me to the Moon. So make sure to go grab those if you can. Mostly tonight we'll be playing All of Me as time goes by, La Vie en Rose and Moon River. That'll be our focus tonight. But we will talk about Fly Me to the Moon and Smile. And let's see, what else do we have going on? Let's see. Jazz. All right, let's grab this. Let's go to downloads. Put that in there. Put the jazz one up there. Let's put the website on there. https://jollyrogerukulele.com. Tweet. All right, tweeted. And so let's see. Yeah, All of Me as time goes by, La Vie en Rose and Moon River. We'll just do playthroughs on those, and then at the end of the time, whatever time is left over, we will play Fly Me to the Moon and we'll look at Fly Me to the Moon and Smile. Let's see, songs. All right, there's all of our songs. Download. I'm gonna put them all here. Back here. Fly Me to the Moon. A lot of you guys have already played Fly Me to the Moon, either from the Rocky Mountain Ukulele Orchestra, or you played it from the COVID experience. But we didn't have a baritone one, so we do now. Let me do the Moon baritone. And we also, the Smile version that you have is new for both ukulele and for baritone. The problem with Smile is it doesn't fit on a ukulele very well. And so we'll talk about why that means you're looking at fret number 12. Smile baritone and smile in C for that. So when stuff doesn't fit on it, my general approach is, well, let's just make it easy to play then and hope for the best. And so we have a couple of moments in it that are surprisingly complicated. And so we'll talk about that tonight. All right, I am got everything loaded in here, I think. And storage, download, and let's hope that everything's there. We're going to start with All of Me. Let's start with the ukulele version of All of Me and see how we do. We'll check this out. All of me. Why not take all of me? All of. Download ukulele. All of me. Yay, I have it. All right, groovy. Let's see. Trying to get it where I have a little bit better lighting on it. All right, let's see who made it in tonight. Oh, look at everybody's here. Laurel made it in. Got dose of Laurel got her first dose of COVID vaccine. Good for you, Laurel. We're slowly but surely people are reporting that they're getting their shots in, and well, slowly but surely we'll all be able to feel a little bit safer. I am way down on the list, of course, because I'm not quite in that age group, and basically every day the news is not so great, and so it'll be a while before I'm willing to go out. Hey Sherry, welcome in. Glad you made it in tonight. Sandy's in. Sandy's up in Upper Michigan. It's cold up there. Michael is in. Hi y'all. Howdy y'all. Last summer we were supposed to do a cowboy show, and Mike had it all set up, and we had all these cowboy tunes on the way, and then the COVID virus decided it would be a bigger cowboy than us. Red is in, getting dose too. All right, Christine's almost done. Barbara's here tonight. Vicky is in, and dark and cold up in Bozeman. Mame is in from Maui. Brat. Annie's in locally. Vic in from Eugene. Linda, today was sunny, cloudy, windy, snowy, windy, and sunshine before the sunset. Enjoyed a lovely walk in the park when it snowed. Linda had all of those seasons today, so yes. You'd think living on the ocean, you're gonna have a little more consistent weather, Linda, but it doesn't look like that's the way it goes. Another Linda in from Linda Harrison in from local. Diane is here. Evelyn in from Cuenca. Marianne, she's in from Michigan. Jasmine stopped by. Tonight is her first night trying a tenor ukulele. I loaned her one so she could see how it feels, and we'll see how it goes for her tonight. Kat's in from Texarkana. Hey, Kat. Critter in from Utah. Jacqueline in locally here. Sherry, let's see. Kay is also in. And Deb, good evening, Deb. All right, so let's get playing. We're going to play All of Me. We're playing the ukulele version first. Hopefully this week you've had a chance to take a look at some of the chords that you may or may not have known. Checked them out, looked them up. Remember, we do have the chord sheet on the website with, every key, all the chords and all the keys. It's not necessarily going to have everything for jazz, because jazz has a lot of major sevenths, some minor sevenths, and that type of stuff. That stuff's not on the chord chart. So those types of chord shapes you may need to go to your app to use, check the internet, that kind of stuff. Send me a note. So for baritone players, especially for baritone players, it's much less common to find to just magically know all of your chords, and so you may need to dig around a little bit to get these figured out each week. Hey Pauline, welcome in. All right, let's give All of Me a try from the top. 4-beat count here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, guys. We're at major 27. Go. I was like, what the heck chord is that? Okay, back to the top. Ready, play. Second ending. Yay. How are you playing? How did that feel? That should feel, I think, that's probably no harder of a piece than we often play. So yeah, but the chords are obviously quite a bit more sophisticated than what we often play. So I like the arrangement. There's nothing in there that's just like, oh my God, this is the worst day of my life kind of thing, which often happens in jazz. Many times when I'm putting a jazz sheet together, I'm like, this can't be done. This is not a chord and a melody combination that makes any sense. But this piece, I think, boy, and all of that just feels like old school jazz to me. Gorgeous melody, really thick, interesting chords, playable, and nothing on there that well, a couple of things on there we don't see much of, but nothing on there that's just like completely insane. I'd say the G augmented in measure 34 was the only thing that threw me, and I think hopefully that's just absolutely a fun one just to warm up with, right? Just sit down and play through that, and as you're like sitting there going, oh, that's really nice, and so hopefully having fun with that. Let's see. Michael says, is measure 17 missing? Is measure 17 missing? Your goodbye. Is measure 17 missing? I don't even know what that means. I have a measure 17. I'll never use them. Blanc, blanc. Your goodbye. Blanc. Left me that. Your goodbye. Left me with eyes that cry. So I have a 17, Michael, and basically major 17 starts the main idea of the song again. Oh, you mixed up baritone and uke music. Oh, okay. Well, that'll make it different. Yeah, and unfortunately, guys, we're doing a new thing, right? Well, we're working on because we never work on chords, and then when you go to a strum along, you're like, yeah, I'm taking lessons from Gary, but I can't keep up with you guys. That's not at all what I can have. I just cannot allow that to happen. So we're doing both ukulele and baritone together with the basic thought process is this will help you get better at the stuff that we really don't do often. And so, yeah, you do have to keep your baritone music in one section and your ukulele music in the other section and switch back and forth between the two. Yeah, all right, so there we go. We do have one typo on here. It shows up in measures 4, 10, and I thought it showed up somewhere else. In 4 and 10, for some reason it ended up with 043. It should be 1403. The first chord in measure 4 is 1203. So it changed the 4 out for a 2. Same thing in measure 10, should be 1203. Okay. No, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't. It should be 1201. What should it be? Hold on. What should it be? It should not be a 4 there. Let me double check. We're talking about measure 10. Yeah, 1203. It should also be the same. So measures 4 and measure 10 need to be reading from the bottom. 1203 in measure 4, 1203 in measure 10. Yeah, for some reason that didn't copy paste correctly. I will tell you the problem with baritone is when I copy paste to from the high G blank to the baritone blank, many times the tablature is like, I have no idea what you're doing. It's looking for a high G string here and it doesn't have it, so it starts putting things in random places and it can be a bit of a mess. So I apologize about that. A couple of typos there. I'll try to get those fixed. Barbara says it was lovely. Linda's keeping up better, right? One of the things that I can tell you is that when you first start playing tough uke, well, when you start playing ensemble skills, period, it is really hard to keep up in the beginning, and you should know that, and you should be okay with that. But I don't know what you guys, a couple years in, you're just like, yeah, that's no longer my problem. My problem is playing expressively and telling the story and kind of coming up with some ideas that are my own as a part of this. That becomes a bit more of a challenge. But keeping up in the beginning is really cumbersome, I think, and you will get better, and I know that it happens. If you are really struggling with tough uke, play just melody until you get caught back up, right? And I think give yourself permission not to play every single song. I tell every time somebody comes into orchestra, I'm like, you don't have to play everything. You need to play one thing pretty well, and then we'll add a second thing. But I can't supervise you in YouTube. But I do suggest, hey, pick a couple of the songs you really like. Get good at those two, unless you've been around a while. And then obviously, I would think that you'd want to play everything. And so let's see how we go. Baritone version of All of Me. This will be interesting. Brings the whole thing down a little bit lower. May or may not sound better, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. To the top. Second ending. It's a good song, right? Pretty okay. So it works, I think. I don't see anything other than those two typos. I don't necessarily see anything that I would want to change right away. A couple of thoughts, guys. I did post a new version of Fly Me to the Moon. It's just a cleaned up version of what we played in the past for ukulele, a new version for baritone. I also posted brand new versions of Smile, both change the key, everything. And so we'll talk about it before we get out of here tonight. Let's move to the baritone version of As Time Goes By. So As Time Goes By, baritone. Now, of course, this is a lot more challenging piece of music here. So, and you know that right off the bat. When your first chord is a D minor, you're like, oh, I'm going to have to work here a bit. And so, even though this song here is obviously much more popular than the others, one, quite a bit harder to play. And so we'll walk through it. We'll take our time. We'll go nice and slow. Hopefully you'll get lucky and just hit everything the way you're supposed to. Hopefully you're playing well. If you have a second to toss into chat, hey, things are going great, Gary. That's all. It makes me happy. Also, if things are going horrible and you're talking to send a chat, things are going horrible. I want to work on this. That's the other thing you got to do, right? All right. As Time Goes By, channel your Northern Africa from 1944-ish. You're preparing to go on. There's wars going on all around you. You're sitting in a bar. There's a piano player. Everybody's smoking cigarettes, wearing hats. Let's see how we do. From the top. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 5, 7. What do we got going on here? 4, 5, 5, 7. Right? So here's how I think of that. It's your F sharp minor shape. Put your index finger on the third string. Put that on 4. These two guys wrap around it at 5. Looks kind of like a G7 or a D7 on the wrong strings. Pinky up here on 7. We're going to have another one of those that show up tonight. Okay, so from measure 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. To the top. Second ending. Triplet. Cool. That's cool. That's a cool thing. I missed one chord at the end. What was that? 3-3-3-4. That's a G7. It's hardly a G7. It works though. That's an interesting G7. It's not a G7. That's kind of cool though. It's a different take on it. There. That's lovely. Heck yeah. Is that a G7? G7. C7. D7. E7, F7, G7. It is a G7. Okay, nice. All right, there's the baritone fusion. Hopefully your ukulele accompaniment to me is sounding pretty cool at your house. So that is obviously plenty of chords in there to keep you challenged, keep you thinking about what the heck is a G or a C major seventh. What's that? Actually, from a ukulele perspective, not a terrible group of chords, right? I mean, most of them are pretty straightforward. E minor 7's a little unusual. Let's grab the ukulele version of this and see how we do. Ukulele version of same song. Okay, downloads. Ukulele. Turn the page. Page again. All songs apparently start with the letter A as time goes by. Here we go. All right, let's see how we do with this one. Let's see who else wandered in here. Kari made it in. Very exciting to see you, Kari. Glad to have you. Linda says that was pretty. Okay, that's a good sign. Tanya's the end. Linda's okay with it. All right, so we got some pretty positive results, right? Those of you guys who are miserable at home, you're like, this is way too hard, are keeping quiet. But don't keep quiet. If there's stuff that's like, what the heck is going on here? Let me know so that I know whether we got issues. But if it's just a matter of, hey, I need to put in a little bit more time, then yeah, that's normal. All right, from the top, ukulele version, as time goes by, as written. 1, 2, 3. To the top. Second ending. Oh, that's fun. That's a good ending. Nice. All right. As time goes by on ukulele, pretty nice. I'm liking it. Let's see. Banjo. Linda's into. She broke her arm. She's in cast number 2 right now, so kind of a bummer. All right. Next up, let's see. Let's do the ukulele version of La Vie en Rose. La Vie en Rose. Hopefully this kind of music makes you feel like you really need a cappuccino. Decaf this time of night, right? La Vie en Rose. There you are. All right, this is another one of my songs that I just absolutely adore. I just think this is one of the unbelievably good songs. The challenge, of course, measures 14 and 15, 16, 17. You got a pretty rough go through that section, and of anything you probably want to work on, it's just that one little section, that bridge here. Um, I've arranged this piece a lot of times in a lot of different keys for a lot of different instruments, and there's just no getting around that. That bridge section is pretty rough. So the song setup is A, like so many of these jazz tunes are. But boy, you're going to be working your brains out as you go through that one little section there. Evelyn says is all right. All right, Evelyn knows, right? All right, let's give this a try from the top. 4-beat count in as written. We're going to play all the way down to 24 and come back up and play it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the tough one. Put your finger on 4. To the top. second ending. Don't you think every single song ever written should end with a C major seventh? That is an awesome chord. I absolutely adore the way that sounds. I tried to put it on the end of Smile and it didn't work, and I was very sad. So Smile has a regular C on the end of it, but these other ones have it the other way. Let's grab your baritone version of this. Baritone, download baritone, La Vie en Rose. Oh, baritone players, you're getting lots and lots of lovely music finally. La Vie en Rose. All right, so all night tonight I've just been using my thumb. I feel like it sounds the prettiest. I think I'm going to continue that tonight. But at home, obviously, don't limit yourself to that. Try if you tried this one. It's a different texture to it. Definitely something worth thinking about and seeing if it sounds good for you. And I'm having a hard time with this. Just thumb plucking, especially if you're on chords. Hold me close and hold me tight. The magic spell you can is La Vie en Rose. Right, so you could do all that kind of stuff. Be fun. Let's see. Barbara Richard is in. Nice. Evelyn's down. Jasmine. Loving La Vie en Rose is beautiful. It is a beautiful song, right? Those of us who are not from 1945 may or may not know this song quite as much as we know our The Weeknd with his stuff on his face. But we know. But this is good. This is good music, right? Beautiful. Linda's in. All right, let's give it a try on baritone and see what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3. Oh, by the way, you guys know this. I've talked about this before. I play everything slow, everything until it's time for getting close to concert. Then I try to get it up to the speed that I think is the best for the music. But at no point do I ever. This is played at 120, which is hold me close and hold me tight. Da 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 dum dum da 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 dum dum. That's about 120. Dum da 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 dum. I probably at no point in my life will I ever play this unless somebody calls me and says, "Hey Gary, why don't you come give a performance of La Vie en Rose at our whatever? And could you make it really good?" And I'll be like, "Okay, it's $10,000," and they'll be like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And so that's what I'm going to pick the speed up. But why? Any reason to go faster? I don't know. I mean, if you're getting ready to perform this for somebody, then you think about the overall tempo and stuff. But when you're working on yourself, let it go. 80 is fine. 60 sometimes, right? 90, whatever, doesn't matter. You're trying to just get it to be something beautiful, something that works together, something that is consistent more or less throughout. You try not to speed up and slow down and all that stuff. And so we try, right? Bob's listening tonight. Bob, what are you doing listening? This is, I can tell you, I know my playing is not a listening activity. It is a trying to cover up Gary, turn the speakers down and turn the ukulele up kind of activity. Let's give it a try. La Vie en Rose. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the top. Second ending. Nice. Did she sing that in A Star Is Born? Lady Gaga sang it. Star Is Born. Nice. So you're playing Lady Gaga, I guess. I have we did a Lady Gaga piece in the guitar orchestra, and it caused a general uproar. We've done Gaga before in in ukulele orchestra, not an issue, right? The guitar players are like, I don't know why we're playing Lady Gaga. I'm like, because we need to play something that wasn't from the 20th century. We need something from the modern century. And Lady Gaga is kind of famous, and her songs are actually surprisingly, they fit onto the instrument pretty well. She's got a ton of piano background. She kind of knows what she's doing. And they're like, I don't know if I want to do that or not. Moon River. Let's play baritone, Moon River. Let's do it. Let's give it a try. Play baritone, Moon River. I'm not in the right folder. I'm getting where I have Moon River in every single folder on every single computer. It's been a journey, and that's the plan, to open every single folder in my life, and there will be Moon River looking at me. All right, ukulele players, you're still on chords. Baritone players, this is a new piece for you, so let's see how it feels. Let's see if it's sounding good. Let's see. Bob says, bravo. Got to get that one and start practicing. Yeah, Bob, what the heck are you doing, man? All right, here we go. Moon River, top to bottom, repeats once. 1, 2, 3. Second ending. It's a good song. All right, so the music this time around does not suck. All right, let's play real quick on ukulele. You guys have done this quite a bit already, so because we spent all last month working on it, so possibly theoretically you're playing it enough where you're starting to develop some ownership over it, getting where you're like, I know how this goes. I can do this. I don't need Gary playing it. I can play it myself, right? And again, me playing is irrelevant. That is irrelevant. I was talking with somebody who shall remain nameless this week, and they were talking about taking lessons and how the teacher wanted to show how much they knew. And there, again, it's fine. That's a one way to learn, is by observation, but it doesn't. But in my mind, who cares how I play? Nobody cares about that. What matters is how you're playing. If you're getting a little better, feeling it, and we've been playing Moon River a long time, right? We've been playing it. This is week 6 or something. Are you getting better? Are you feeling the piece? Are you starting to understand what you got to do? What your hands starting to drop into certain positions, and certain playability issues are sort of making their way out into the world. I would say that's what we're really after, right? You playing a little bit better. The other thing, I'm after several items, right? 1, I want you to be a better player. 2, I want you to understand how music works. That's the way you understand it, is by doing it. 3, I want you to show somebody else what you're doing. 4, I want you to start writing. And so not necessarily writing the way I write, not necessarily writing for ukulele, but understanding enough about music where you can create something from nothing. And I think there's we're all kind of waiting around for this day when, okay, I understand music. I will now write the song called Cardigan, and I will make $1 million. Not how it works at all. Taylor Swift knew nothing about music when she started writing music, and now she really knows a lot about it. And I would say Lady Gaga knew tons about music, but she didn't know anything about songwriting. Her early songwriting efforts are pretty iffy, and of course, as she matures as a composer, she's got much better. Same thing with you guys. I love it when somebody says, Gary, I wrote this song. And sometimes I'm like, oh, that song is not so good. But it doesn't matter, right? Because you start somewhere, you write 10 songs, one's the best, one's the worst, and everything else is just okay. And so I've written more bad songs than anybody, I think. That's it's the 2 or 3 that are good that you're after. And so hopefully, as we continue to build your capacity, that you're thinking about, hey, I want to get to be a better player. I want to get to be understand music. I want to get where I'm teaching other people to play some ukulele or just celebrate music in one way and stop just buying it and start creating it. And then I want to write a couple tunes myself. That's the goal, right? That's how Beethoven did it. That's how you should do it. All right, let's see. All right, Linda gave us one of these. Here we go from the top. 1, 2, 3. Just delighted with that. All right. So, guys, let's talk very quickly. It's the end of the night. I do want to let you know that next week I'm not going to be here on Monday night, but I'm still going to post music for you. So over the next week, my goal is to have we played through 4 today. I want to play through at least 4 next week, or theoretically, right? So I'm going to try to get 2 more up this week. On the top of my list, Girl from Ipanema. I've done that with a ton of people, and probably Wonderful World. That's probably pretty far along. But we've also got these other ones that you guys are, a couple of people have sent me other things. I haven't added them to the list. But my plan is over the next couple of months just to continue to load you up with some of these things. I will tell you, I spent about 4 hours on Harlem Nocturne Well, I spent the entire Super Bowl plus a little bit more on Harlem Nocturne, and it is the feistiest little tune I've ever had to deal with. It's just absolutely beating me up, and I will not let it go until it's done. It's an absolutely incredible melody, and the chords are just a nightmare, and so it'll be one of those that's kind of tough to play. I do want to talk Fly Me to the Moon we did earlier this season here on YouTube, actually, so you might want to go check out. I don't remember when that was, so you can't go check out the videos. It's probably too hard to figure that out. But "Fly Me to the Moon," fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Strum, let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. None of this is hard. No, well, every bit of it is hard, but none of it is stuff you haven't seen before. I'm peeking through the sheet music. I don't remember. This is another piece that we gave to the new members who joined the orchestra. This is the level that we work at the orchestra. You walk in and you're like, okay, I know C, F, and G chords. And I'm like, fine, you're all set. Let's play this song. And you're like, what in the heck? But we pull it off, right? Every season we pull it off. And it's just a matter of sitting down and digging in. And the part of this that's hard is when you get to the second ending. You jump from the end of 26 into 33. That the melody goes way up the neck, and there are a few really awkward chords there. But again, they're not chords you have not seen before, chord shapes that you have seen all of these chord shapes before. You just got to go through very slowly, figure out your hand shapes. I gave you a little bit of help in measures 33, 34, and 35. I gave you the up the neck chord shape, which I usually don't do because I just don't have space on the paper to do it. Next week we'll take off. It's President's Day here. My wife's got a 4-day weekend, and we're not going to do any music. I'll play some, but I won't do any writing the weekend. And so I got to get it all done before then. So no Monday night next week. And then on the other piece that we've got is Smile. Let me tell you about Smile. Smile was the music, honest to God, was written by Charlie Chaplin. For real. Like, that guy was a level of genius that we don't appreciate anymore. But he was super, super talented guy. And he wrote this melody. The melody is fantastic. If you just play the melody, you're going to be completely happy with yourself. When you get into the chords, they are extremely uncooperative with the way the melody flows. The guys, there's no getting around it at this point. And so just know, of all of the songs we played, there's no question that Smile is by far the hardest piece we'll tackle so far. I've got a couple of harder ones coming, but the middle section of Smile is just simply difficult. The other little slight challenge with it is it really doesn't want to fit on a ukulele. It really has this tendency to go off the top of the instrument. I tried it in several other keys, and it made the chording much more difficult. So finally, I thought, well, we're gonna play on the 12th fret on this one. So we will go up to the 12th fret. Okay, you will be using that note. I almost never use that note, but we are using it. If you have a $50 ukulele, please make sure you know that it is okay that this note sounds horrible. Well, actually, on this one's here, right? That's that note. I was like, that's right. You're gonna play this note. Okay? On this ukulele, pretty nice ukulele. Sounds pretty bad. You can live with it, right? But it's rough. But if you have a really inexpensive ukulele, that note may sound really horrid. Just as we've talked about with everything that we do, let it sound horrid. Just let it be what it is. It's going to be bad. This may not be the song. This may this may not be the song for you, or this may be the song you're like, God, if I'm playing at this level, I might as well be playing it on more than a $50 ukulele. I don't run down $50 ukuleles. I played on many, many, many of them over many, many years. I think there is a hugely important part of our culture that these inexpensive ukuleles, we get everything we can out of them. But the truth is, when you're playing on the 12th fret of this little string, and you have this much string on a soprano ukulele that you found at the toy shop or whatever, it's just not enough equipment there to make that sound meaningful. So play a 12. It's going to sound kind of wanky, and then you go on. The whole song itself is really worth playing, and so maybe it'll motivate you to start putting $5 in the jar every time you practice, and you know, with as much as you practice, there will be $1,000 in there in no time, and you will be able to get yourself a higher quality ukulele. So that's my thoughts on that. And again, just put in your check your calendars and make sure next Monday we won't meet. I am going to send out an email reminding people that we won't meet next Monday, but I will still post music. So in my computer, I have Girl from Ipanema done, Wonderful World is done, Beyond the Sea is done. I don't remember the status of Blue Moon. Harlem Nocturne is not done, and he and I are fighting. I assume it's a male. Misty is done. Moonglow I haven't started on. My Funny Valentine is done, and Stella by Starlight I haven't started on. So they're all done for at least one of the instruments, and then it's just a matter of cleaning them up and getting them ready for you guys. So a lot of good stuff coming. Keep hanging in with me, guys. We're going to end up by the time summer rolls around, you're going to be like, oh dang, I got a lot of nice songs on my ukulele. And I also know exactly what we're going to be doing this summer. So we will be playing in yet another style of play, and it'll be super fun. I've been working on it with a little boy up in Washington State, one of my private students, and he's a pretty good player. He's a really good player, actually. If he wasn't 11, it would be better. I wish I could put that playing skill into a body that isn't wiggling all the time. But I've been playing a different style with him, and it's been super rewarding and super fun. So I know that's what we're going to do this summer. It'll allow you to come and go as you please, kind of, and won't be near the level of intensity that we're going to be having this spring. So there we go. That's the plan. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're playing well. Thank you all for being here. It's very exciting. On Monday nights, I'm like, well, I don't really need to, these guys are supposed to know what they're doing. These are the guys that are committed to the activity. I do have another set of brand new ukulele foundations coming around February 15th. That'll be Tuesday of next week. So if you know people that are interested in trying ukulele, have them come check that out. And I went through and I'm trying to do a better job of just, linking the videos properly and all that stuff. So it should be pretty easy for them to come in. And even if they can't attend live, they can plug themselves into the Baritone and Ukulele tab up there on the website, and they can come and hang out and play music. So that's it. That's all I know. That's everything I know about ukulele. And I will see all of you guys. Oh, I didn't realize this was in the picture the whole time. This is my light. I can't find my music stand light, so I'm using a lantern to light my music up. There you go. That's what I know. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'll see all of you 2 weeks. Don't forget to check your email, because I haven't sent one out in 2 weeks. I'll send one out this week, and then be checking the website as I get stuff added on to the webpage. Pauline said, this is pretty, thanks for another great night. Thanks, Pauline. Pauline and I got cut off in the middle. She's taking guitar lessons too. We got cut off in the middle. I didn't know. I kept giving the lesson. At the end of the lesson, I realized there's a problem. I go in, I got cut off right in the middle. Gave the whole lesson. Oh, well. Evelyn was there too. Gary, thank you again. Have a wonderful fork. Thanks, Evelyn. I'll see you this week. Linda, mahalo to you. I will. 4 days off. Donna's going wild. Vic had a great evening. Thanks for being here, Vic. Patty, good to see you. By the way, you guys, I don't know if you know this. Those of you, well, several of you locally here know Patricia. She is planning a harmonica busker activity. She's going to play all these great harmonica songs that we've been working on. Same stuff, a lot of jazz, a lot of real pretty, beautiful, lush stuff. So she's in the process of finding a metal Folgers can, a hat, and sunglasses, and she's going to go out and play some harmonica out in public. And I get the first $1. Linda, good songs tonight. They were, huh, Linda? Good to see you. Have a great evening. Jazz, the tenor is awesome. Yay, yay. Jazz came by and picked up a tenor, and she'd been playing a soprano. I'm like, you guys, all you guys know that. You're like, oh no, everything's far apart now. So I'm glad it's sounding good, Jasmine. We'll talk turkey about getting you your final one, right? Sherry, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I know how busy you are. Appreciate you being here. Linda, loving these songs. These are world level of awesome that are super scary how good these songs are. So one of these days I want to write one like that. Michael, good to see you, buddy. Linda, You drank the Kool-Aid. This is it. This is it, right? Where are you gonna go? This is, unfortunately, you guys did drink the Kool-Aid, and this is top level stuff, and it's hard, but it's beautiful. It's worth the effort. It is worth the effort. I know it to be true, and so we just keep showing up until everything's easy, right? Nothing that day will never come, which is exciting. So we'll just keep working at it. Annie, I'll see you soon. Barbara, good to see you. Critter, thanks for being here. Vicky, stay warm up there. And Laurel, good to see you. I want a tenor. Laurel, I know a guy who sells tenors. You ought to come. You ought to come. You ought to come check it out. Tenors, the nice part. It depends on your hand size, right? If you've got giant hands, you have to have a tenor. Sometimes you have to have a baritone. But even if you have just plain old regular everyday standard issue hands, tenors for the most adults are the way to go. They got a little bigger sound, a little more depth of tone. They're just a little. They hold on to them a little easier. All of that stuff. Concerts are great, but usually concerts I only fit people who have a little bit shorter fingers because the stretch is too far. But if you, in terms of quality of sound, yeah, you can get, part of it's how much you spend on the ukulele, but a lot of it is that tenors just naturally, by having a little bigger body, have a little bit bigger sound, and so it's worth checking them out anyway. You may not have to buy one, but it's worth checking them out. So that's it. That's all I know. Have a wonderful good night, you guys. I got to do my list. Random act of kindness. You're trying to work on that once in a while, just for crazy. We tried to do a random act of kindness, and then it worked out that they already had the thing that we were doing, so we're reworking our random act of kindness, Donna and I. Be safe, guys. The minute you go get those vaccines, right? I want to stop worrying about everybody. I will be in line the minute that they say us 55-year-olds can go. Keep practicing. You guys are at a level where you really don't have a ton of choice. This is hard stuff that we do, and you do have to put in a little bit of time on it. Keep showing up here. I don't know what else you would do. I guess you could take up knitting. If you're logged in, if you would hit that thumbs up button, that's apparently helpful. And that's it. That's all I know. You're already members. So I don't even talk to you about that. Diane, good night. Diane, good night. I think what is that little thing? Is that a good night? I don't know what that is. Have a wonderful evening. Pulling the plug. You guys have a great evening.